Okay, so kita terus mula untuk lesson hari ini. Okay, so again class, very good evening kan. Okay, jadi kita terus pergi kepada lesson hari ini. So today actually I want to discuss about the kinematics problem. Okay, apa itu kinematics? Kinematics ialah yang kita dah tengok sebelum ni. Actually kita dah tengok dah. Okay, kinematics ni sebenarnya kita dah tengok dah sebelum ni. Cuma kita nak completekan dia punya problem tu dengan integration. Okay, this time actually we want to focus on the integration part because last time kita tengok dia punya problem ni dengan differentiation. So this time we want to look to the integration part. Jadi apa yang kita nak tengok dalam case ni ialah dua formula ni.
Sir, can't see the no whiteboard there.
No whiteboard, sorry. Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, so kinematics problem. So kita nak tengok dua formula. So the first formula ialah S sama dengan S ialah displacement lah. Okay, displacement ataupun S equals to integrate V dt. Kita nak tengok formula ni. So last time kita buat differentiation saja. So this time we want to back to the we want to get it back. Maksudnya kita nak pergi reverse proses dia. And then velocity formula dia ialah velocity formula dia ialah A equals to integrate V is equals to integrate A dt. So ini ialah formula dia di mana kita nak tengok untuk reverse dia. Okay, last time kita buat differentiation. So this time we want to go for the integration. Okay, so last time apa kita buat ialah benda ni. Okay, last time apa yang kita buat ialah ni. Okay, so daripada S kita pergi V, daripada V kita pergi A. So this is what we learned last time. Okay, kita pergi macam ni. Okay, kita pergi V, kita pergi A. So this is what we did. Because this one is a differentiation process. So kalau kita buat ds dt, kita dapat V. Kalau kita buat dv dt, kita dapat A. So this one is actually differentiation. But today what I'm going to teach you is about back to the V again. How to back to the V? Then this time you need to do the integration respect to A. So kena buat V tu, kalau kita nak cari V, then kita kena integrate A. So kalau kita integrate A, kita dapat V. Then kalau kita nak cari displacement, then we integrate again, so we will get the S. S ni kita integrate V, kita dapat balik S. So kalau kita punya proses tu, kalau kita start daripada A, kalau question itu tanya displacement, then you need to integrate 2 times. So bila dah integrate 2 kali, you akan dapat displacement formula. From that formula, you find the displacement of the particle. So itulah yang kita nak buat sekarang. Okay, so we'll look to the example lah. To understand this, then we need to look into the example. So kalau kita tengok example, mungkin lagi faham lah. Okay, so our discussion is only about these two formulas. Okay, kalau kita dah faham dua formula ni, definitely all the problems you can solve. Okay, this is problem number 1, problem number 2. So kita nak tengok dua-dua ni. Okay, jadi saya terus pergi kepada example number 1. Okay, kita terus tengok example 1. Okay, so let me look into this example 1. Okay, so kita tengok ni contoh dia, example 1. Okay, come, kita tengok ni. Okay, so a car start from rest at s equals to 3 meter from the origin, and acceleration at time t is given by a equals to 2t minus 5, and at t equals to 4 seconds, calculate A, the velocity of the car, and then B, the displacement of the car. So actually what we are looking for is the velocity and what is the displacement. Maksudnya kita kena cari velocity and displacement. Okay, what we have now is acceleration. Kalau kita tengok dekat sini, So what we have now is the acceleration. So A is equals to 2t minus 5. So this is the formula for the acceleration. So ini ialah acceleration dia. So what we need to do in order to get the velocity, then we need to do integration. So kalau kita nak dapatkan V dia, in order to get the velocity of the car, then we need to integrate the A. So kita kena dapatkan apa dia punya integration untuk A dia. So bila kita integrate, then you can find what is the velocity dia. So okay, what is the answer? So V will be equals to integrate 2t minus 5 dt. So kita kena integrate benda ni dah. Okay, ikut soalan ni 2t minus 5. So kalau kita integrate, then it can go for the velocity. So macam mana dapat jawapan dia? Then we try to go for the integration. So what is the answer, class? What is the answer, class?
Minus 5t.
Correct. So this one actually t square. Macam mana dapat t square? Sebabnya dia akan dapat 2t square over 2. So dua ni kena cancel lah. 2 and 2 will be cancel. Minus 5p and plus c. So dekat sini dua ni kena cancel lah. 2 and 2 will be cancel. So v will be equals to t square minus 5t plus c. So this is what we get. Okay, I don't think you will have any problem lah. Okay, kalau saya fikirkan di sini, I think you will have no problem here. Should be have no problem here because this one just a simple integration. Okay, so bila ida integrate ni, okay, ida dapat jawapan ni. Okay, now we have a problem. Okay, the problem is we need to get the C value. Kita kena dapatkan apa C dia. So in order to get the C, then you need to read again the particular given condition. Kita kena baca balik condition dia. Okay, kita tengok balik condition dia. A car start from rest. Okay, apa maksud rest dalam case ni?
Zero.
What zero?
Velocity.
The time is zero. T equals 0.
Okay, so actually dia rest maksudnya V0 actually.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, time 0 is of course time 0. Tapi kita punya case ni dia ialah V0. Okay, sebenarnya kalau kita tengok, okay, kalau kita ada satu kereta ni, okay, kalau kita ada satu kereta, okay, kereta ni, kalau kita nak start kereta ni, actually from the beginning, maksudnya velocity ni dia jadi kosong lah. Rest maksudnya dia dah berhenti. Itu maksud dia. So V is actually 0. And then baca balik dia punya ni. Okay, a car starts, okay, from origin. Okay, so meaning that, okay, maksudnya apa? Dia punya time tu 0 lah. So dalam case satu lagi ialah dia punya T0, dia punya V0 dengan dia punya time pun 0. So we have to understand this. So kita kena tengok balik dia punya condition dia. Sometimes we have the conditions that we need to look into the given conditions dalam dia punya sentence dia. Okay, all the information will be provided in the question. Okay, so when you look into the question, so you can see that it start from rest. Rest consider dalam case ni ialah berhenti. Dia stop. Dah. So bila stop, V0. Okay, so start from 0 and then V0 at that time 0. Okay, kenapa saya tahu time 0? Because start from origin. Okay, kalau start from origin tu baru kita mula. Itu sebab dia kita letak origin dia. Okay. Okay, now we want to complete the working. So kita nak completekan dia punya working dia. So to get the C, then we need to substitute yang value ni V0 dengan T0. In order to get the value of C, then definitely we need to get substitute the V0 and the time 0. Okay, so when velocity is 0, time is equal to 0, meaning that dua-dua ni jadi kosong. So kita akan dapat apa? Kita akan dapat kosong sama dengan kosong kuasa 2 tolak 5 kali kosong tambah C. Okay, so what is the answer, class? C equals to what?
Zero.
Zero lah. Sebenarnya dia tak ada ubah apa-apa. So meaning that the velocity and the time give you the determine the value of C. So kalau kita punya dua-dua value tu dia jadi kosong, definitely your answer is C0 lah. Okay, sometimes we have velocity. Maksudnya dia bukannya semestinya dia berhenti ataupun dia ada velocity zero. Sometimes ada value. Okay, sometimes ada value. So not always you get C0. Okay, so now we need to complete the work. So completing the work ialah V is equals to what? V is equals to T square minus 5T, and so this is the formula. So inilah jawapan dia untuk velocity. So this is the complete work. Okay, maksudnya kita kena completekan dia punya working dia. Okay, so V is equals to T square minus 5T.
So kalau contoh C tu nilai dia 2, nanti kat final tu tulislah plus 2 lah kan?
Yes, correct. Kalau dia punya C itu 2, then you put plus 2 lah. Betul. T square minus 5T plus 2. Betul, itu betul. Okay, so itu cara dia. Okay, don't worry, because the second part we have C value dia. Okay, don't worry. Okay, the second part dia ada value dia. C dia ada value. So kita akan tengok macam mana nak ganti value itu. Okay, so this is how we need to determine the velocity. Okay, kita dah tengok velocity dia. Okay, just substitute and then get the value of the get the function for this dia punya velocity dia. Okay, so we have completed the working. Okay, now I'm going for the second part. So second part dia ialah I want to get the displacement. Okay, I want to get the displacement of the car. Okay, to get the displacement, definitely we need to do what? Definitely we need to use the second formula. So kita nak tengok B dia dengan S equals to and then integrate V dt. So kita nak integrate lagi sekali. So yang mana kita nak integrate? Kita nak integrate V dia. So T square minus 5T. So get this formula into this so that we can go for the second integration. Okay, kita nak pergi sekali lagi integration sekali lagi. Okay, so I'm going for the second integration. So S must be equals to integrate T square minus 5T dt. So saya nak integrate lagi sekali. Okay, I want to integrate again. So if I want to integrate again, then I need to do the same process lah. So integration process dia lah. Okay, what do you get now? So you will get T square become T power of 3 over 3 minus 5T square over 2 plus C. So this is what you get. Okay, so kalau kita nak completekan dia punya working dia, so S ni kita akan dapat benda ni. So I rewrite this so that okay, macam standard form kita, S equals to 1 over 3 T power of 3 minus 5 over 2 T square and then plus C. So I have one more things to be completed. So kalau kita nak cari C, then we have to look for the condition again. So kita kena tengok balik condition dia. Okay, so kita tengok balik soalan dia, condition dia. Okay, soalan dia beritahu apa? Soalan dia kalau kita tengok dekat sini, a car starts from rest at S equals to 3 meter. Look at this condition. Condition ni dia lain sikit. Condition ni dia lain sikit. Okay, so 3 meter. Okay, sorry. 3 meter from the origin. So what do you mean by this? Apa maksud ini? 3 meter from the origin. 3 meter from the origin. So ini kalau 3 meter from the origin, now your dia punya car tu, okay, the car is on positive side or in negative side? Ada dekat mana?
Positive.
Okay, dia ada dekat sebelah positif lah. Kalau positif, maksudnya dia ada kanan ke kiri?
Kanan.
Okay, maksudnya kereta tu ada dekat sebelah kanan lah. Okay, it's actually on your right side. Benda tu ada dekat sebelah kanan. Okay, so kalau kita dah tahu benda tu ada dekat kanan, okay, jadi saya cuba lukis benda tu. Okay, I try to, okay, just to let you know, right? So benda tu dia sebenarnya kalau ini ialah origin, okay, benda tu dia sebenarnya ada dekat 3 meter dekat sini. 3 meter away from the origin. So benda tu, kereta tu ada kat sini. So this is the car lah. So this is the car. So the car is actually what? The car is actually 3 meter away from the origin. Okay, dalam case ni, S dia bukan kosong lah. Because the car is actually not start from the origin. So kereta ni sekarang ni ada displacement. So displacement dia, S dia sama dengan 3. So dia ada displacement dia. So meaning that now your S is actually equal to 3. But the time still 0 lah. Sebabnya dia baru mula. Dia baru mula, tapi dia punya tu dia bukan berada dekat origin, tapi somehow dia ada dekat 3 meter away from the origin, meaning that your S now is 3. So bila S dia 3 but still baru start, bila baru start maksudnya time 0, maksudnya T 0 tapi S dia sama dengan 3. Okay, class, any question so far? Maksudnya benda tu ada dekat 3 meter away from the origin on the right. So maksudnya S dia 3 dan T 0. Tapi kalau dia start from origin, then S dia become 0 lah. Okay, but in our case, the S become 3 because it's actually somewhere not from the origin. It's actually somewhere far away from the origin. So bila macam tu, maksudnya kita kena masukkan 3 tu sebagai S dia. Okay, so now I'm going to put it as here when S equal to 3 and then time equal to 0. So now we can find the C ready. Kita nak cari C dia. Okay, macam mana kita nak cari C dia? So kita ganti je lah. So kita ganti dekat sini. So 3 sama dengan 3 sama dengan 1/3 3 kuasa 3, 0 power of 3 minus 5/2, 0 power of 2 plus C. So kita dapat benda ni. Okay, see what I get. Okay, so I get what? I get 1/3, 0 power of 3 minus 5/2, 0 power of 2 plus C. So saya dapat benda ni. And then I can go for the last answer. What is the last answer? C is equal to what?
3.
C equal to 3 lah. Okay, so now what is our conclusion? Ini yang paling penting. Apa conclusion kita?
S equal 1/3.
Okay, S equal to 1/3. T power of 3, betul?
Minus 5/2 T power of 2
Okay.
plus 3.
Okay, very good. Itulah jawapan kita nak. Plus 3. Okay, very good. So itulah jawapan yang kita nak. Maksudnya C ni, okay, C ni ganti dekat sini. Value yang dapat tu ganti dekat sini. So inilah kita nak ganti dekat sini. So apa yang kita buat C ni kita ganti terus dekat sini. So ini last kita belum selesai. So once dapat C tu kita kena ganti balik apa jawapan yang kita dapat daripada dalam bila kita masuk value dia. So C now is 3, so you substitute back and complete the work. So now this is the formula for the displacement lah. Jadi kita dah complete dia punya working dia. So ikut soalan tadi. Okay, calculate the displacement of the car. Okay, so itu formula dia. Okay, calculate the velocity of the car. So kita dah cari V, kita dah cari dia punya displacement dia. Okay, kita dah dapat dia punya velocity and then dia punya displacement dia.
Sir,
Yes, please.
when this one is only the formula, right? S equal to 1/3 plus 1/t power 3 minus 5/2.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Okay,
correct.
But the question say calculate the
Yeah. Actually, the question is actually supposed to be find the formula, right? But it's okay, right? But I don't give you value, so just substitute. I mean, you find the V and S, right? Yeah, you're right. A good question. Actually, the one is supposed to be value, right? But now in our case, I just want to go for the velocity and the displacement only. Okay, good question. Okay, good question. Okay, good. I'm going to go for number 2. Okay, now I think. Okay, so we look into the further details into this V and S.
Sir,
Okay. Yes, yes, please.
Bukan
So
soalan
maksudnya, ya.
bukan soalan minta T sama dengan 4 ke bila untuk velocity dengan displacement. Dia kata T sama dengan 4 second.
Awak nak tanya.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are right. You are right. Actually, saya tak baca ni. Okay, betul. Betul lah, you orang betul. Okay, I didn't focus on this. Okay, I thought dia punya ni dia nak jadi dia punya ni tapi calculate kan. Yeah, you are right. Actually, I missed this part. Okay, I wonder just now because dia letak calculate. Okay, but there somehow I missed this part actually. Okay, betul lah. Dia kena cari dia punya time tu, kena cari dia punya apa jadi bila T is equals to 4 second. Sorry lah, I can't see the thing. Okay, so dia punya ni. Okay, so it's actually T equals to 4 lah. So I think now we can calculate the value already lah. So T is equals to 4 and then get the velocity and the displacement. Okay, I missed this part, sorry. Okay, so it's very, okay, kita pergi jawapan dia. Okay, better we go for the answer. So at time, okay, time equals to T equals to 4. Okay, so what is the answer for acceleration? Sorry, not the acceleration, the velocity. So P is supposed to be equals to what? V is supposed to be equals to T square minus 5T, right? Okay, T square minus 5T. So V is supposed to be 4 square minus 5 times 4, which is equals to apa jawapan ni kelas?
-4.
Yeah, correct. This one become -4 meter per second. Okay, -4 meter per second. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2. Okay, S equals to, okay, just now is what? The formula is 1/3 T power of 3, 1/3 T power of 3 minus 5/2, then T square plus 3. Okay, so, okay, what is the answer when T is equals to 4? Okay. Okay, what is the answer, class? Okay, if you get fraction and give me a decimal lah.
-15.
-15,
0.67.
Okay, -15.67 meter. Okay, so kita punya ni ialah dia akan jadi meter. Okay, I rasa dia ada bagi unit kan? Okay, dia ada bagi unit. Okay, sebab sini ada 3 meter. Okay, dan time tu always in second lah. Okay, so time is always in second. So ni ada dia bagi 3 meter. So definitely dia akan jadi -15.67 meter. Okay, so I think I missed that only part. Saya ingat. Okay, kita tengok tadi dia punya T equals to 4 just now. Okay, so kita dah complete question number 1.
Sir,
Okay. Yes, please.
-15.67, no need to explain down there, is it?
No need to expand. What do
No,
you
I
mean by?
mean explain, like 15.67 to the left like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so so the displacement, okay, of the car, okay, of the car is 15.67 meter to the left. Okay, thank you. Lagi bagus lah. Lagi bagus. Orang ingat banyak benda. Lagi bagus. Thank you for that. I pun lupa benda-benda ni. Okay, thank you all. So you all remember many good things. Good. Dia ada lagi soalan? Kelas, any more question?
No,
tak
sir.
ada, Okay, kalau tak ada, kita pergi soalan nombor 2. Okay, come. This is the question number 2. Okay, so cuba baca soalan ni. Okay, then try to find out the answer. Okay, so kita tengok jawapan nombor 1 untuk A lah. Okay, a particle start from 0 and moves in a straight line. After t seconds, its velocity is given by v is equals to 2t minus 4. Okay, so v is equals to 2t minus 4. Okay, kita dah tahu v ialah sama dengan 2t minus 4. So now actually I want s. Right. Okay, position means S lah. Okay, position dalam case ni ialah S dia. Okay, sometimes they use S position, sometimes they use word displacement. But usually dalam exam they use the word displacement. Okay, so position S in terms of T. So kalau kita nak cari S dia, then we need to integrate the V. Okay, kita kena integrate the V. So integrate the V, you get this 2t minus 4. Okay, can anyone give me this answer? What is this answer?
T square minus 4t
Okay, t square minus 4t
plus c.
Okay, itu jawapan dia, betul. Yeah, so t square minus 4t plus c. So kita dah dapat jawapan dia. But remember, we need to get without the c value. Okay, without the c lah. Maksudnya kita kena cari apa dia punya c, dia punya value dia. So in order to get the c value, okay, so then you have to refer to the given information in the paragraph lah. So kita tengok benda ni. So a particle start from 0 and it moves in a straight line. Okay, so definitely a particle start from 0. So 0 means it start from origin. Okay, so dalam case ni, so meaning that the v must be 0 lah. Okay, the velocity must be 0. Start from 0, start from 0. Tengok, start from 0. So meaning that the start from 0 saying that, says that clearly dia punya v must be 0. Start from 0, dia bukan v0, dia punya s dia 0, sorry. Okay, dia punya tu baru start daripada 0 kan. Jadi bila start daripada 0, definitely dia punya S dia become 0. So when S equals to 0 and then T equals to 0, okay, so what happened to our C? So C akan jadi Okay, confirm jadi kosong jugalah. Sebab apa-apa kali dengan kosong, dia akan dapat balik kosong. So C is actually 0 lah. Okay, C kita dapat balik 0. So S equals to T square minus 4T. So itulah jawapan akhir kita. T square minus 4T. Okay, sorry. Okay, any question class? Any question for number 1? Ada apa-apa soalan?
No, sir.
No, Okay, kalau tak ada masalah, then we go for the second part. Okay, kita pergi untuk yang soalan nombor 2. Okay, it position after 3 second. Okay, it position after 3 second. Describe it in words. Maksudnya ini kena bagi tahu dia ada sama ada dia dekat sebelah kiri atau sebelah kanan lah. Whether it is on the left or in the right. So you have to give some conclusion on this. Okay, by words. Okay, the position after 3 seconds means T equals to 3 lah. So once you get the displacement formula, so yang ni dalam S in terms of T, right? So means the displacement formula. So once kita dapat displacement formula, then kita cari dia punya displacement for after 3 seconds. So kita nak tengok after 3 seconds dia apa jadi dekat dia punya ni. So we need to know whether it is on the left or in the right. So kalau T dia sama dengan sama dengan 3. Okay, untuk B so when T equals to 3, so S equals to, and then 3 power of 2 minus 4 times 3. Okay, what is this answer, class?
3 meter left from the origin.
Okay, dia akan jadi negative 3. Okay, ini akan dapat negative 3. So, maksudnya dia akan jadi 3 meter to the left. Maksudnya benda tu berada dekat 3 meter to the left from the origin. Okay, from origin. So benda tu ada dekat 3 meter to the left from origin. So ada dekat sebelah kiri lah. Okay, so that is the second part, the second question. Okay, now continue for the C. Kita tengok C dia. Its average velocity in the first 3 seconds. Average velocity. Apa maksud average? Average maksudnya purata. Kita tak tengok semua, kita tengok few words. Maksudnya dalam kes ni, average ni maksudnya purata. So purata dalam kes ni, okay, the average here is actually you have the total distance divided by the total time. Itulah maksudnya average. Okay, so actually average ni maksudnya average dalam kes ni, average velocity meaning that distance travel hold on average velocity sebenarnya ialah apa? Okay, average velocity sebenarnya dia punya displacement, okay, divided by the time. Okay, displacement divided by time. Okay, jadi dalam kes kita, actually apa yang berlaku dekat sini, okay, the displacement is actually what? At the t equals to 3. So kita punya displacement ialah negative 3 dah. Okay, so dia punya displacement ialah negative 3. So negative 3 divided by 3 sebab time tu ialah 3 seconds. Okay, so case kita negative 3 divided by 3. So negative 3 divided by 3, then you get negative 1. So itulah average velocity dia. Okay, so here you get negative 3 divided by 3, which is equals to negative 1 meter per second. Okay, so itulah cara untuk kita dapatkan dia punya average velocity dia. I think I have some correction here. I don't think average velocity ialah just displacement divided by time. Okay, so kalau macam tu, okay, sebab D dia total distance travel in the 3 seconds yang ada dekat D. Suppose dia punya C dengan D sepatutnya interchange the place lah. Oh ya, yeah. Average velocity, average speed. Okay. Betul. Okay, betul. Okay, so ada betul-betul. Dia ada dua terms yang berbeza. Ya, correct. Because I pun dah lama tinggal benda ni. Okay, when I see this, I also get confused. Okay, sebenarnya dia ada dua benda berbeza. Ya, correct. Yes, correct. Okay, average velocity ialah displacement divided by time. Itu betul. Okay, average velocity ialah displacement divided by time. Tapi average speed dia lain. Ya, correct. Okay, so we'll see this. Okay, this one we need to test the distance. Okay, kalau kita dapat total distance baru boleh cari speed dia. Okay, so ini betul lah, tak ada masalah. Tapi bezanya dia ada dua benda yang berbeza. Velocity dengan speed ni benda yang berbeza. Okay, so kalau kita nak cari average velocity, divide displacement divide by time lah. Itu cara dia. Okay, itu cara dia. You just divide saja, kita terus dapat jawapan dia. Okay, tapi dalam case speed dia lain sikit. Okay, so kita terus pergi kepada distance dia. Okay, now I'm going to continue for the D dia. Okay, I'm going to continue for the D dia. So I want to get the distance. Okay, I want to get the distance travel in the first 3 seconds. Okay, kita dah pernah belajar. Distance maksudnya apa? Distance maksudnya kita kena tengok, okay, 3 benda. I told you earlier. Yeah, what is that? 3 things. Siapa ingat pada 3 benda yang saya cakap ni? Kalau kita mau cari distance, what do you need to have?
Saran, displacement.
No. Distance. Kalau you nak cari distance, you kena ada 3 benda. What was that?
T kosong.
Betul, T kosong, betul. When T equals to 0, correct. And then when T equals to number 2, ini number 1. Number 2 ialah 3, betul. Kenapa 3?
Sebab dia minta first 3 second.
Betul, dia minta first 3 seconds, betul. Okay, very good. Okay, sebab dia minta first 3 seconds. So kalau first 3 seconds, maksudnya kita punya maximum. Satu ialah the lowest. Lowest ialah mesti kosong lah. Minimum maksudnya paling kosong lah. Lepas tu maximum ialah 3. Okay, one more ialah apa?
V sama dengan kosong.
Correct, V equals to 0. Okay, when V equal to 0. Inilah 3 condition kalau kita nak cari distance dia. Remember, this one always works. Okay, kalau tahu 3 benda ni, confirm dia boleh dapat jawapan. Okay, so when T equals to 0. Tapi before that, is that we already have the distance formula. Okay, kita dah ada formula untuk distance dia. Ni formula dia. Okay, kita dah ada distance formula. So S equals to 0. Okay, sorry, bukan S equals to 0. Tapi S ni sama dengan apa? T square minus 4T. So kita dah ada jawapan ni. Okay, S equals to T square minus 4T. Okay, so kalau kita ada S dia, so S equals to, then kalau kita nak cari T0, okay, when T equal to 0, so S become 0 square minus 4 times 0, which is equals to 0 meter. Maksudnya benda tu ada dekat origin lah. At the time 0, benda tu ada dekat origin. Okay, ini senang lah. Maksudnya dia start betul-betul dekat origin. So ini kita tak perlu guna pening-pening dah. Ini nombor 1. Nombor 2. Nombor 2 ialah S equals to T equals to 3. So when T equals to 3. So kalau dia T ketiga, ada dekat mana? So S sama dengan 3 kuasa 2 tolak 4 kali 3. So kita dah tengok tadi, negatif 3 meter. Maksudnya dia ada dekat sebelah kiri. Dia ada dekat sebelah kiri. Okay, and then one more thing. One more thing is actually V0. What happened when V0? So kita dah ada formula tadi. Dalam soalan pun kita dah ada V sama dengan 2T tolak 4. So apa jadi bila V0? So kalau kita dapat V0, when V0, okay, so maksudnya 2T tolak 4 sama dengan 2T tolak 4 sama dengan kosong. Okay, kita dapat masa 2T sama dengan 4, T sama dengan 2. Okay, I want to see what happened when T equals to 2. Saya nak tengok apa jadi bila S sama dengan 2. So bila S sama dengan 2, when T equals to 2, S sama dengan 2 square minus 4 times 2, which is equals to, okay, ini ada dekat mana ni? Ini akan jadi berapa ni? Okay, boleh bantu saya apa jawapan ni, kelas? What is this answer?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. You see, look at this. Dia ada dekat negative 4. Okay, how to draw the chart? Macam mana kita nak draw dia? Okay, macam mana kita nak draw dia? So first kalau kita tengok number lain, kosong, kita ada negatif 3 dengan negatif 4. Okay, first dia start daripada 0, right? First dia start daripada 0. Maksudnya apa? Dia ada dekat sini. Maksudnya objek tu ada dekat sini. So here. After that, dia pergi mana? Dia pergi negatif 3 ke negatif 4?
3 dulu.
Okay, tengok time dia. Look at this. This one time T is 2. This one time is 3. So mana dia bagi dulu?
Negatif 4.
Okay, so dia pergi dekat negatif 4. Maksudnya dia pergi sini dulu. Lepas itu dia patah balik. Maksudnya benda tu dia patah balik. Okay, benda tu dia sebenarnya patah balik. So that's why we need to know where is this doing the opposite direction. Kenapa saya nak cari V? Because V is the time, V is the position where the object will do the reverse position. Kita dah tengok dah sebelum ni. Bila V0, dia confirm akan buat reverse position, reverse direction. So bila buat reverse direction, maksudnya dia dah maksimum. Dia dah pergi sampai negatif 4. Lepas tu baru dia balik balik negatif 3. Okay, now what is the total distance? So the total distance yang dia travel ialah 4 dengan 3. Okay, sebenarnya dia dah travel sampai mana? Dia dah travel 4 dengan 3. Okay, so 4, 3 maksudnya dia sebenarnya ialah total distance ialah sama dengan berapa? Total
7.
distance equals to berapa?
7.
Yeah, correct. This become 7 meter lah. Okay, this is actually 7 meter. Okay, ini akan jadi 7. 7 itu ialah dia punya distance dia. Total distance yang travel dalam 3 second. So dia already in 3 seconds is already moved to 7 meter.
Why is it not 4 plus 1?
Iyalah, I say man. Yeah, you are right lah. Alamak, kenapa saya boleh salah ni? Yeah, you are right. Actually, I should 4 plus 1 only one. Yeah, you are right actually. It cannot be 4 plus 3, it should be 4 plus 1. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Betul. Dia sebenarnya 1. Dia sebab beza ni 1. Ya. Alamak, macam mana saya boleh salah ni? Lari dah hari ni. So 5 meter. Sebab bila kata last class ni saya macam terganggu lah kot. I don't know lah. Suddenly, I don't know, I macam tak jadilah hari ni. I'm not really happy lah because semua yang cakap ni ada masalah sikit. Okay, so okay, it's okay. so it's actually 1 meter. Sorry, I just now made a wrong error. Sebenarnya 4 to 3 is actually 1 meter. Sebenarnya dia ini 3 meter. Sebab dekat sini kita baca daripada sini 3 meter. Sini 3 meter. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, saya baca tadi ini 3. So we can do all these simple errors. So please try to avoid all these simple errors. So it's actually 5. Okay, the total distance travel is actually 5 meter. Okay, now we are going for the last part. Okay, ini saya confuse tadi actually. Okay, saya pun confused sebab bila lama tak tengok benda ni, so suddenly I will get confused because average velocity and average speed is both of them is two different things. Okay, average velocity maksudnya displacement bahagi dengan time. Itu dia. Itu formula dia. Displacement divided by time. But when comes to the speed, formula dia lain sikit. Okay, when
Distance
comes
bagi
to
time ke saya?
sorry?
Distance over time kalau
Betul, dia akan jadi distance over time. Betul. Okay, when comes to the last one, okay, last one ialah apa? Last one ialah average speed ataupun E dia. Okay, when go for E, okay, the E, so dia sebenarnya ialah average speed sebenarnya sama dengan apa? Sama dengan distance divided by time. Distance divided by time. So itu yang beza. So distance dalam case ni kita kena tengok berapa distance dia nak travel. Okay, kalau displacement dia tengok masa tu je. Only at the certain time only. But distance maksudnya kita kena tengok semua. So average speed tu kita kena tengok semua. Average dia punya travelling distance dia. So distance divided by time. So meaning that now what happened is, so this is actually 5 divided by 3. Sebab dia dah travel 5 meter and then the time is 3 seconds. Okay, so the answer become what? 2 point something, right? 2.33.
1.67. 1.67.
1.67. 1.67. Okay. 1.67 meter per second. Itulah cara dia untuk selesaikan dia punya average speed. So okay, so earlier I also really misunderstand this because average speed and average velocity are having the something similar but somehow they are different because distance and displacement benda yang berbeza. So please try to remember this. Okay, lepas ni saya pun akan ingat lah. Okay, so I also will remember this because once we do the revisions, definitely we can understand this and can remember this. Okay, so average velocity meaning that displacement divided by time. Average speed maksudnya distance divided by time. So distance tu maksudnya kita kena tambah semua daripada 0 sampai the last minute, the last second. So kita kena tambah semua baru dapat total distance dia. Dan distance ni kita kena divide by time.
Speed and velocity same unit kah?
Sorry, velocity?
Velocity and speed are they the same unit?
Yes, they are sharing the same unit because the displacement and the distance are in the meter. So meaning that they're sharing the same unit, but somehow the definitions for them is different. Okay, because distance we still using the meter unit, and then displacement also we use the unit in the meter. So they are having the same units, but somehow their definitions is different. Okay, faham ? Okay, now I'm going for the one more exercise. Okay, example number 3. Ini something related to your assignment lah. Okay, this something related to your assignment. Okay, kita tengok example number 3. Okay, so please read the question. Try to understand this. Okay, we'll discuss in 1-2 minutes. Okay, kita akan tengok soalan ni. Okay, so kita tengok soalan ni. Okay, come, let me look into this. A stone is projected vertically upward from the top of the building 20 meter high with the initial velocity of 15 meter per second. The acceleration due to gravity is approximately negative meter per second square. And note the downward is considered the negative direction. Okay, so this time is slightly different. Okay, slightly different because of what? Because this time we are looking into the upward and downward. Ni kita tengok upward downward. Biasanya kita tengok straight line dekat bawah dah, lantai. Kali ni kita tengok atas bawah. Okay, vertically upward and downward. Okay, you can have something like this also because as long as the problem is should be in the straight line lah. As long as a straight line, whether it is vertically or horizontally, dia boleh ada dua-dua. Okay, in our case it's a vertical problem. Okay, so kita tengok dia punya condition dia. So get the diagram first. Okay, what is the diagram here? So kita ada satu building. Okay, kita ada satu building. Look at this. So a stone is projected vertically upward from the top of a building 20 meter high. So there's a building of 20 meter high. So yang sini ada satu building dengan 20 meter high. So a stone is projected upward. Maksudnya benda tu dia pergi kepada atas. Okay, it's actually going up. And then what happened? It goes up. Okay, and then the initial velocity is 15 meter per second. Maksudnya dia punya starting tu ialah v is equals to 15 meter per second. Itu dia punya starting dia. So once go up and then due to gravity. So gravity sekarang ialah apa? The A is actually negative 10. Meaning that now we have acceleration. So acceleration maksudnya dia pull down ke down lah. Dia pull down ke down. So actually our A is actually negative 10 meter per second square. Itu ialah A kita. Okay, this is a pulling power because the gravitational force is pulling you down. Itu ialah dia punya A dia. Okay, and then note that the downward is considered the negative direction. Maksudnya ini ialah positive direction. Positive direction. Maksudnya yang ini ialah negative direction. Ini positif dia pergi atas. Ini pergi atas. Ini pergi bawah. So this is a negative direction. Okay. So that is the initial condition for the condition dalam case ni. Okay. This is what we can get it from the question. Okay. This is what we can get it from the question. Okay. Now after that we go for question A. So A, the time taken for the stone to reach its maximum height. Maksudnya apa? Maksudnya what is the maximum height? Maksudnya dia dekat sini berapa dia punya jarak dia? The maximum height dia. Okay, because after one point dia kena jatuh bawah kan? So what is this? How high is this? Berapa tinggi dia? So we need to know this. Okay, how high is it is? Okay, kita kena tahu berapa jarak dia. Okay, so to get that, then we need to look into the formula. Okay, kita kena cari apa formula yang kita ada dekat sini. Okay, so now I think the only thing that we have is the A. Only thing yang kita ada ialah A dia. V pun kita tak ada. V pun dia bagi terus 15 meter per second. Itu pun dah cukup. Tapi A tu dia dah bagi negative 10 meter per second square. So kita nak start daripada A, kita cari V, kita cari dia punya S dia. Okay, so the starting point is you have A. Okay, A dia apa? A ialah negative 10 meter per second. Daripada A, you cari dia punya V, velocity. Daripada V itu, you cari dia punya displacement dia. Okay, now I'm going for the acceleration. Okay, so the only thing that we know for the acceleration is A is equals to negative 10. Itu je kita tahu. Dia tak ada benda apa-apa dah. So kita tahu negative 10 is a constant because gravitational force is a constant force. Jadi kita tahu sini ada satu constant value je. Jadi kalau kita nak cari V dia, definitely we need to integrate the 10 respect to t. So kita akan dapat negative 10 t dt. Integrate negative dan negative 10 dt. So kita boleh cari apa jawapan V dia. Okay, what is the answer, class? So V is equals to what?
Negative 10t plus c.
Okay, correct. Negative 10t 10t plus c. So dia punya tu very simple integration saja. So you get negative 10t plus c. So itu je dapat. Okay, now looking back to the problem. Okay, looking back to the problem. Okay, so kita tengok balik problem ni. I need to get what is the condition when V and what is the condition for T. So saya kena tahu V dia apa, T dia apa. Because I want to find C, right? If I want to go for the C value, then I need to know what is the velocity and what is the displacement dia. So apa yang kita ada dekat sini?
V15 T0.
Correct. Okay, V15 and T equals to 0. So meaning that the velocity now, okay, is provided V is actually 15 and time is equals to 0. So itu yang dia bagi. So initial velocity benda tu ialah 15 meter per second and then the time is T0 lah. So because time is just started. So T0. Okay, jadi kita ganti benda ni. So when V is equals to 15 and T equals to 0, then time equals to 0, so kita akan dapat V sama dengan, okay, 15 sama dengan, okay, sama dengan negative 10 times 0 plus C. And then C is actually equals to, okay, C is actually equals to 15 lah. Okay, sebab ni akan jadi kosong. So definitely C is 15. So formula kita ada ialah V is equals to negative 10t plus 15. So ini kita dapat.
Sir, why time is equal to 0?
Why is time is equal to 0? Because initially kalau dia start, okay, initially dia kalau nak cari C, always the condition T becomes 0. Because initial dia punya case ialah V dia punya tu T time tu 0. Kita akan letak time 0. And some more, kalau kita tengok dekat sini, initial velocity. What do you mean by initial velocity? What do you mean by initial? Initial ialah time 0 lah, T0. When T0, you get V apa. So meaning that this is another clue lah. Initial maksudnya ialah time 0. Time 0 means V15. Itulah maksud dia. So sometimes there's a clue lah. Ni ada clue dekat sini. Initial velocity means it's actually referred to the time 0 with the velocity 15 meter per second. Okay. So kita dah dapat dah dia punya C dia. So kita dah tahu velocity dia. Is that we already answered the question? No. Because of what? Because the time taken for the stone to reach the maximum height. So kalau kita nak tengok maximum height, okay, maksudnya apa? Kalau kita nak tengok maximum height, maksudnya kita kena tak ada displacement dia, right? Kita kena ada dia punya displacement dia. So we have to do another integration. Okay, kita kena tengok another integration. Okay, tapi dalam case ni dia bukannya bukannya tengok height, maximum height dia, tapi dia nak tengok time dia. So kita nak tengok time dia. So there's a time, so kita nak tengok time dia. Apa time dia? Dia akan capai maximum height. So kalau kita nak tengok maximum dia punya time, maximum height, maksudnya kita nak buat apa dengan V ni?
Integrate V.
Okay, kalau kita integrate V, kita dapat displacement. Tapi kita tak dapat time dia.
V equal to 0.
Kan, bukan T equal to 0.
V equal to 0.
Yeah, correct. V equals to 0. Correct. V equals to 0. When V equals to 0. Kenapa kita nak letak V equals to 0?
Sebab bila sampai maksimum tu V kosong.
Correct. Satu ialah dia maksimum tu maksudnya V0 itu satu. Satu lagi ialah after that point dia buat reverse direction. Perasan tak benda tu? Dia pergi atas, after that point dia pergi bawah. So itu satu lagi clue. Dia buat reverse direction. Bila buat reverse direction, definitely at that place, maksudnya itu ialah V0. So inilah clue dia. So tempat ini mesti V0. That is the place. So kalau satu lagi, clue pertama ialah maximum. Maximum minimum maksudnya V dia 0. Kalau kita nak cari height dia, dia punya speed dia mesti akan jadi kosong. Speed dia ialah maksudnya velocity dia. Velocity dia mesti jadi kosong. Okay? So itu satu. Nombor dua ialah look at the direction. So bila direction dia reverse direction, definitely at that place confirm ada satu V0. So when V0, now we can find the time already. So kalau kita masukkan V0, then 0 equals to negative 10t plus 15. 10t is equals to 15. So t must be equals to 15 divided by 10, which is, I think this will be 1.5 second. So itulah masa, okay, itulah masa di mana dia punya objek tu buat turning, okay, ataupun achieve the maximum height. Okay, it's actually achieve the maximum height. Kenapa dia pergi maximum height? Because V0. Bila V0 dia mesti jadi maximum ataupun dia buat reverse direction. So kita ada dua benda dekat sana. Okay kelas, so far. Okay, so itu ialah dia punya maximum height dia. Okay, next. Okay, next ialah maximum height reached by the stone. Maksudnya sekarang kita kena cari apa dia punya displacement dia. So kalau kita nak tengok displacement dia, maksudnya kita kena tengok dia punya, kita kena dapatkan S dia. Okay, we need to get the S formula. So kalau kita dapat S, maksudnya kita nak integrate lagi sekali. Okay, we have to do the integration for the V. So kita integrate V, kita akan dapat apa? So kita ambil negative 10t plus 15 lah. Okay, ambil benda ni, kita integrate lagi sekali. So negative 10t plus 15 dt. Okay, so siapa-siapa nak bagi jawapan?
15t minus 5t square.
Okay, betul.
Plus 20.
Okay. Oh, the last, okay, plus 20 Okay. Okay, kita tengok jawapan tu. So kawan kita kata 15t tolak 5t square tambah 20. So dia kata jawapan ni. Okay, kita tengok jawapan tu. Okay, so the answer will be, okay, so this one give you negative 5t square plus 15t plus c lah. Okay, kalau kita integrate, okay, kalau kita integrate kita akan dapat ni. Okay, so negative 5t square plus 15 plus c. So kita dapat ni, and after that you try to go for the dia punya S dengan T dia. Okay, you need to see whether the S and then the T, what happened to the from the condition dia. So kita tengok dekat daripada sini. So bila kita tengok dekat sini, so kita start daripada building dia 20 meter, right? So kalau kita ada dekat 20 meter, maksudnya S dia sekarang 20 meter, because now you are not start from the old ground. Sebenarnya you ada dekat building dia, ada dekat 20 meter above. Maksudnya you start daripada sini, right? So maksudnya ini ialah 20 meter above. So bila 20 meter above, maksudnya ini ialah consider from 0. 0 ni, ini ground 0, 0 lah. Maksudnya ini positif lah. Ini positif. Maksudnya you sekarang ada dekat not in the ground. So maksudnya 20 meter. So S dia jadi 20 meter and then time is 0 lah. Sebab baru dia start masa tu. Jadi bila T S dia 0, jadi S dia sama dengan, okay, I think the rest become 0, the T become, the C become 20 lah. Okay, jadi conclusion dia lah C akan jadi, okay, C akan jadi 20. Kalau kita masukkan dia punya value dia, so kita akan dapat 20. So S20 sama dengan 0 plus 0 plus C. So C is actually 20 lah. Jadi conclusion dia ialah okay, S equals to okay, negative 5t square plus 15t then plus 20. Okay, so itulah jawapan dia. Okay, meaning that okay, dapat jawapan dia. Ini ialah dia punya formula untuk object tu, because the object tu is moving based on this formula. Dia bendanya bergerak dengan formula ni. Okay. Okay, next we go for another question. Yes, please.
Bukan patut dapat nilai ke kalau sebab dia nak maximum height kan?
Oh yeah, correct. Kalau dia nak, oh yeah, you're right. Actually kalau dia nak maximum height, betul. Maksudnya kita dah dapat formula, jadi kita dah tahu maximum time tu ialah 1.5. Yeah, you're right. So kalau kita dah tahu time dia, so when t equals to 1.5, maksudnya S dia akan dapat negative 5 times 1.5 square plus 15 times 1.5 plus 20. Sebab dia nak height dia kan. Okay, kalau kita nak height dia, definitely we need to get the value. So we need to get the value. So what is this answer?
31.25.
Sorry?
31.25 meter.
31.25 Okay, 31.25 itulah maximum height dia. Okay, maximum height from the ground lah. Ini ialah maximum from the ground.
Sir, if the question say like maximum height from the projected area from where we throw, means we need to minus 20 from where we throw it.
No, this one is actually from the ground.
Or this one from this one from the ground. But
Okay,
if the question like something like that, if we throw from 20 meter,
Okay,
so if from where we throw, is
Okay,
it minus with 20 or we just leave it with 31.25?
No, I think you just leave this answer 31.25 because the 20 meter is actually from the ground. Okay, actually this. Okay, maybe you can give some conclusions also lah. Okay, you can give the conclusions also because ini dah 20 meter, right? Ini dah 20 meter. So meaning that anything you put up there, kalau you masuk up there, maksudnya dia include the plus 20 what? Right? Because let's say this one go 5 meter for example. So 5 plus 20, 25 meter lah. This one is to 25 meter from the ground lah. Right? So means the 31.25 is actually from the ground. Means ini ialah daripada ground. Maksudnya daripada tanah. Dia bukan daripada building ini ialah daripada tanah. Okay, this one is actually from the ground. So this distance all together is 31. Maksudnya daripada sini, daripada sini sampai sini is actually ini jarak ni ialah ini ialah 31.25 meter. Tapi kita punya case ni dia bukan macam ni. Okay, kita punya ni better building dia. Okay, better I do this. Okay, ni ada building dia. Sorry. Ni ada building dia. Dan daripada sini sampai sini, maksudnya this one. This distance actually 31.25. So I think better we do a conclusion here. Okay, kita bagi satu conclusion. So 31.25, okay, 31.25 meter from the ground. Ini akan lebih detail sikit. So meaning that this one 31.25 we read from the ground. Maksudnya kita baca daripada bawah, paling bawah. Because plus 20 maksudnya dia daripada bangunan tu. So after that it's always plus 20 lah, because go up means always plus 20 sebab dia daripada bangunan kan. So definitely the plus 20 lah. So the value you get is actually 31.25 is actually from the ground. Okay, next kita pergi time taken for the stone to reach the ground. Macam mana kita nak tahu time taken by the stone to reach the ground? Macam mana kita tahu benda ni?
S sama dengan kosong.
Apakah sama dengan kosong? Sorry?
S.
Yeah, correct. The S becomes 0. Yes, you are right. The time taken for the stone to reach the ground maksudnya apa? The ground dalam kes ni ialah dia datang balik kosong lah. Dia jadi balik kosong. So maksudnya S becomes 0. So when it is the time where it becomes 0. Okay, jadi kita kena tengok S dia sama dengan kosong. Okay, so S we already have this formula. So S equals to this, right? So now we put 0 in the S. So kita ada S ni sama dengan apa? S equals to negative 5t square plus 15t and then plus 20, right? So now put equal to 0. Masuk sini jadi kosong. Okay, what do you get? Okay, so this one negative 5t square plus 15t and then plus 20 equal to 0. Okay, kalau kita tanya saya, ni semua ni ada common factor. Right, 5, 15, 20, semua ni ada common factor. So bila ada common factor, better kita ringkaskan dia. So kalau saya tukar ni negatif jadi positif, okay, better saya tukar dekat sini. Okay, ini jadi positif. Okay, so this become positive, this become negative. Tukar lah, sebab dia kita punya sign ni ialah opposite sign. Okay, ini tukar jadi negatif. Okay, so now I divide all by 5. Okay, I divide all by 5 sebabnya saya nak ringkaskan dia. Okay, ringkas ni senang lah nampak value dia. Okay, even calculator give you answer lah, but sometimes it is easy when you do manual. 3t minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, so what is this? Okay, can anyone give me this answer? Apa jawapan ni? T equals to what?
The final answer 4.
Yeah.
Negative 1.
Okay, final answer negative 1 and
4.
4. Jadi tambah 1 dengan tolak 4 lah.
Negative 1 rejected.
Yeah, correct. Negative 1 is reject. Okay, reject this time. I tengok test hari tu negatif pun diorang kira tau. Okay, hari tu I tengok test 2 orang I still remember. Most of you negatif pun diorang kira. Okay, you're not really remember. Negatif tu kita kena abaikan. Okay, I think boleh kata half of the class lah. Okay, ada let's say ada orang 80 orang lah, I boleh kata dalam half of the class ada dalam 30 lebih orang macam tu lah. 30 plus ada buat negatif tu you kira sebagai dia punya time dia. Okay, kalau you dapat negative time, ignore the time. Jangan kira dia. Okay, so most of you calculate negative as a time. Okay, memang kita kena reject time tu boleh tak boleh negatif. So we have only one time which is 4. So kita terima jawapan ni. So T equals to 4. And okay, that is the answer lah. Okay, sebab dia suruh kita cari just the time. Right. Okay, kita nak dapatkan time dia saja. Okay, kita dah dapat time dia. And now we go for the velocity. Velocity of the stone as it hits the ground. Maksudnya, okay, apa velocity dia bila dia kena tanah. Maksudnya kita ada time. Kita dah ada time dia. Bila kena tanah tu kita dah ada time dia. Time 4 ialah dia jatuh balik tanah. Right? Sebab dia reach the ground. So kalau kita ambil masa tu, kita ganti dalam velocity, kita dapat apa velocity dia. Okay, maksud saya ialah now you already have the time t equals to 4, right? So take the 4, t equals to 4, substitute into the velocity dia. So d ni kita cari velocity when t equals to 4. Kenapa saya ambil 4? Sebab dia dah hit the ground. Bila hit the ground tu maksudnya dia ada dekat bawah, ada dekat S dia kosong. So S kosong ialah T sama dengan 4. So itu beautiful dia, S dia sama dengan 4. Jadi kita dah boleh dapatkan velocity dia. So velocity must be equals to, so V must be equals to, then get the formula. So what was the formula just now? So formula dia ialah negative 10 T plus 15. So kita ambil benda tu, kita teruskan T saja. Negative 10 times 4 and then plus 15. So what is the answer?
Negative 25
Negative
per second.
Correct. Negative 25 meter per second. Masa dia jatuh tu, masa dia kena tu, dia punya speed ialah negative 25 meter per second. Memang laju lah. Okay, 25 meter per second maksudnya apa tahu? Satu saat tu dia gerak 25 meter. 25 meter. Cuba bayangkan 25 meter tu berapa dia punya tu. Cuba bayangkanlah dia punya tu. Okay. Maksudnya kalau 25 meter tu dia kalau kali 4, okay, 25 meter dalam 4 saat. Kalau satu saat tu dia 25 meter, maksudnya 40 dalam 4 saat tu dia pergi 100 meter. 4 second saja 100 meter. Wah, laju lah, memang laju. Okay, saya rasa F1 je boleh capai benda tu kot. Okay, so far kereta standard semua 6 second lah. Betul kan? 6 ke 7 second lah, 100 meter. Okay, kalau kita tengok kereta laju pun saya rasa 6 second, 7 second, most probably 8 second lah kalau ambil Myvi yang paling orang troll tu ialah 7 second lah, 7 ataupun 8 second lah. Okay, tapi most the supercar semua dalam 6 seconds plus macam tu lah. Tapi saya rasa kalau 25 meter per second tu really fast lah, memang laju lah. Okay, so itulah jawapan last kita. Okay, so we have completed lah. Okay, so we have completed the kinematics. So kita punya formula, dua formula tu kita cover lah. The rest semuanya kita buat repetition, macam displacement, macam distance, semua kita buat dia punya revision je actually. Yang dua formula kita nak tengok iaitu ialah integration formula. Okay, that is the main thing today. The rest we just do the revision lah. Okay, so we have completed lah. Okay, so tahniah lah semua dalam kelas ni sudah berjaya selesaikan kursus ni dengan berjaya lah. Okay, so this today will be the last day for the syllabus. Kita dah habis dah. Okay, so before the penilaian alternatif, definitely I'll do the revision class. Okay, sekejap saya stop dulu recording.